Dude, this thing hits different.
Dude, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Like, it's one thing watching it on YouTube, but seeing the intricacies of this whole process is very, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send it, right?
Yep.
I really like the finish that they've done.
Yeah, it looks really good. So we really need to focus on this area here, right? This is our thickness that's the adder onto the length of the action. So
Okay.
186.6, 186.75. We'll call it 186.7. 186.7. And the print, let's see, we had 186.7.
Okay.
This is our print. So our baseline math is done, which is good. I'm just going to get this out. Now we go through, and this is very prototype in nature, we go through the flow of the different machining steps and the different dimensions that we care about for each of those things.
Okay.
Gunsmithing reference. So this is 6.5 SS Wombat. So 10 in length. And you see here, they don't give you the actual 10 in length. They say plus recoil lug thickness.
Okay, so to understand this, this section over here is screwing into this
Yep.
bit over here. Okay.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep. And so I have calculated that the 10 in length is 0.8817. So headspace we calculated, it's 0.7 plus recoil lug thickness, which is 0.8867.
Okay. And this is our reamer.
Yeah. Bore diameter is 0.264, right, for a 6.5. And now we have the actual cartridge diagram. Normally we would go to SAMI or CIP for this, but this is a specialty thing. So we're going to need to go somewhere else.
Do you have the chamber dimensions for me of the Sherman? Gavin and I are just going to start chambering this up. Gavin, what exactly do we need?
The reamer print or the chamber diagram.
Pretty please. Hey, I'm super glad we were able to reach Derek from Sherman to get us that info. That's a
This
lifesaver, yeah.
is exactly what we need, combined with the sort of 10 in print info from Stiller. Got our parameters all plugged in. Let's print this stuff out and we can go over to the lathe. If you're interested in doing the type of machining and gunsmithing I do here on the channel, check out the mills, lathes, bandsaws, and more at precisionmatthews.com. We're going to chamber a rifle together.
Yeah.
We got some cool new stuff to play with. This is Stiller's new Wombat action, skeletonized, lightweight. We've got a Magnum bolt for this. We've got a carbon 6 barrel, and we're chambering up a 6.5 Sherman short, which now we both have experience with.
Sure.
5 shots, 5 kills last year for me in South Africa. I was really, really impressed.
It's a phenomenal cartridge. I chose it purely because I could load those 156s long and still run it in a short action, which is kind of a limitation of the PRC because it's not optimally loaded at that point.
Yes.
And yeah, basically doing a rebuild of the rifle that I already have on a different action, just to give me a little bit more versatility.
Remington 700 footprint, and that's going to give you the ability to use pretty much any stock that you have, right?
Yeah, so this will basically be my new go-to sort of 6.5 hunting rifle when we eventually get it back over to South Africa.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to show you the process. I know we've already been kind of knee-deep in the technical details. We got the reamer print from Sherman. We've got the 10 in print from Stiller. We did a whole bunch of math. We've got the barrel dialed in. Things are about to get real. So what I want to do is I want to walk you through the process. You can look over my shoulder, step by step. We're going to take it to the finish line, and then we're going to take it out and shoot. How does that sound?
This sounds great.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've pre-drilled, we've dialed. Now we're going to bore this perfectly true. It's going to be spinning with no wobble at all, so that when that reamer goes in, everything is totally, totally happy.
It's very, very cool to see the behind the scenes of how this is done. in person. Like, it's one thing watching it on YouTube, but seeing the intricacies of this whole process is very, very cool.
Yeah, it is a real process, and there's a lot to it with the manual machine.
Okay, I'm gonna sand it, right?
Yep. If you're interested in doing this kind of gunsmithing, including chambering, muzzle threading, Cerakote, and more, go to schooloftrades.edu and check out the Colorado School of Trades. Well, that was a really good day yesterday.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, you had not really seen the chambering process end to end. What did you think after having seen it?
I thought it was pretty freaking amazing because obviously I've like seen highlights of your videos of chambering rifles, but you know, to condense a 3.5 hour process into a 18-minute YouTube video, it's like doesn't do it justice. So to see the meticulous attention to detail and stuff like that was super cool.
Yeah, and I've been developing some tools for getting all of the detailed machining step planning all done kind of in one fell swoop. Sherman was great about getting us the reamer print for the 6.5 Sherman short. So we've got the Wombat, we've got a carbon 6 barrel. This is 26 inch. It's 1 in 8. And is that similar to the setup that you're running in South Africa?
Very similar to the setup. I just had, on that one, I had an IBI carbon fiber barrel, or the international barrels as they're also known, also 1 in 8. And what was interesting is we took the exact same load and put it in this to shoot out earlier when we were zeroing. And it shot great. I'm sure with more load development, obviously the harmonics and things are going to be different. It's going to shoot fantastic.
So sub-half MOA.
Oh, 100%.
Very impressive for a carbon barrel and a Magnum that is lightweight. So, you know, maybe it was the heavy scope that helped steady the rifle.
I thought the scope would make it feel a little bit out of place, but it's actually like I will hunt with it in this configuration, no problem. And that's what we're about to go do, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, it was really fun to build for a different platform. We found with our modular action wrench setup a great head for, you know, internal action wrench that was going to work for both of these. The Wombat
also kind of saved the day, that, right?
Yes,
yeah.
It absolutely did. We had a few moments that were a little bit precarious, like needing to neck down brass and, you know, some of those things. But, you know, overall, the build went really smooth, and I like the Wombat. I really like the finish on it, the nitriding or whatever that is on the action. It looks really nice.
It does feel good.
Yeah. And so this build actually took a lot longer than the Predator follow-up. So let me talk about this build. This is a Stiller Predator action, which is very similar to the Wombat, but it is not skeletonized. And the recoil lug had a slightly different thickness to it. So we applied some math offsets, pretty much did the same thing. I refined my process a little bit more. This has got a benchmark blank 24-inch finish length 1 in 8 twist, 22 Creedmoor. And I'll have to say, I'm really happy with how this turned out in the Foundation Centurion with the Hawkins M5 DBM bottom metal. Really nice shooting gun. We're at about 3,300 feet per second. That's with factory Hornady 80 grain ELD-M ammunition. 1 inch to the left, you see that?
Dude, that's amazing.
3302, that's about what Hornady said. And just a really steady rifle. I love to shoot a heavy, light, recoiling rifle. Now, when we're hiking up the mountain, I think that you're going to find that you've got the advantage with the weight and that kind of thing.
And this balances. I mean, look at that.
That's
so this
amazing.
is perfect for, like, because realistically, we're probably going to end up shooting from tripods. And that's what I would clamp it to, and it's perfect.
Very nice.
I do. This is the most skeletonized thing I can put my finger through the back or through the action. I mean, I'm all about the bling. And if you're hunting and it's a question of, pounds, or how does the saying go? Ounces equals pounds and pounds equals pain. So in the backcountry hunting, this is a slick option to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, what I plan to do is, so this was my first 22 Creedmoor. I thought it'd be great to have something that was a little heavier for low development and for precision shooting, even PRS style shooting. But, what I plan to do is you're eventually going to have this barreled action in South Africa, right? Yes. So what I'll do is I'll take another carbon barrel and I'm going to do my own Wombat build and I'm going to put it in this exact stock. Okay. That's my plan. And so that'll be really fun to compare because, I shot this gun and this gun shoots great. But, 6.5 Sherman short is a Magnum. We shot that in South Africa together and it, especially with the compensator and brake combination, that was, I didn't feel like, I'm getting beat up by a Magnum, but to go from a 156 grain projectile down to an 80 grain, I think it'll be really interesting to compare the two.
Yeah.
So we've both got suppressed setups. We've got rocks up the hill with rock chucks just waiting for us up there. I say we head up there and see what we can do.
Let's do it. Like and subscribe to Impact Shooting.
So what we're going to do is we're going to head up the hill and see what we can find.
Yeah. What you guys don't know is Gavin's rifle is stupid heavy, so he's going to have to carry that.
This is really, really lunker. But,
right. Are we going to go around this way?
Yep.
What's our plan?
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go straight over here through the clearing and up.
Okay. Super. Let's hit it.
Oh, this is actually not that bad.
Watch for snakes.
There's a band of rocks up here behind that green bush there. Okay. And that's a really good area to set up.
Got another one.
That was high. That gun.
Nice shooting, Gab. And Gavin's got 2. I've got 2. Now it's a first come first serve kind of deal on the next one.
Oh! Dude, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Oh, yeah. Is he still there?
Yep, he's coming up to the front.
Got him. Oh, holy crap, dude. Holy. You need a trigger cam today.
Okay, so I just kind of walked over here and saw another one. But these shots are very close. I mean, that's 50 yards, if that. So it's a lot of gun for a shot like this. And let's just say the results were explosive.
Oh, wow.
Dude, this thing hits different. Oh.
Was that the hit?
Yep, it's the impact. Very nice.
If you're interested in barrel blanks, actions, triggers, and more at great prices, go to where I go to, otmtactical.com. The UR5 discount code can save you 5% site-wide.
Alrighty, successful rock chucking.
Yeah, this has been the most chill hunt I think I've ever been on. Just taking in the mountain scenery and just scanning the hillside constantly. And it was a little more challenging this time. A month ago, it would have been a lot easier. They'd be kind of all over the place. But as the weather heats up, they actually go into hibernation soon.
Okay.
So we had to try a little harder.
We put a few into permanent hibernation.
There were some really good highlights, actually. Like like the one that I saw completely across the canyon in that cave rock. And you absolutely smacked him with that 6.5 Sherman short. That was awesome.
I did. Yeah, I should have brought more ammo because I
Yeah.
ended up messing around a little bit.
Right.
But man, how beautiful are our rifles?
Yeah. Yeah, I really like both of them actually, and I like them for different reasons. You know, the 22 Creedmoor, what a smooth shooting rifle. You know, not even with the suppressor, you know, you get that push. It's still not bad at all, and I was able to get that cold bore shot. Well, first round impact at 765 on our square target with the 1/2 mil of wind.
Yeah.
You know,
People don't realize the amount of risk we're taking at the moment where that rifle is positioned in the wind on the cliff face.
I know.
But it's all for the YouTube.
I actually feel fortunate to have that rifle in shooting shape because of what happened with our bolt.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Lord.
I pushed the bolt release and this thing went sailing. I'm back in business.
Let's go.
Tyler, our cameraman, found the bolt. That's absolutely saved the day because I had a lot of fun. And the only miss we had that I recall was when I gave you the wrong...
Or we didn't get
Oh, actually, yeah. You said, could you range it for me? And I said, just go for it. And
shot over it.
yeah, dialed a little high because it was 163 yards, I think, and you were dialed for 200 or something, or 250.
It must have just gone like zip through his hair.
Yeah. A lucky day for him.
Yeah, but that was super cool. Super fun experience. Just being up in this mountain, even if we went home empty-handed, would have been freaking incredible. Now, it's worth noting that this is just population control, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The rock chucks and squirrels have overrun the area. And yeah, it was really cool to see the contrast in the rifles as well. Two extremes. A heavy rifle with an 80 grain projectile and a relatively lightweight rifle. You know, the scope that you had with you, it was a little bit on the heavier side, but a Magnum cartridge in a short action with a light rifle. And still, you were hammering.
It definitely, the difference when I'm shooting, it's like it moves quite a bit.
Right.
But I mean, one of these shots was like 100 yards and I was able to see the result downrange. So you just got to prepare for that recoil, I guess. Yeah.
And now together we've experienced the Berger 156 EOL in the 6.5 Sherman short, both in South Africa and here in the United States. Everything from a squirrel or a rock chuck all the way up to a kudu and
Eland I've shot,
yeah, a ton of animal. Yeah, that is a versatile platform and a versatile cartridge. So, I mean, would this be one of those rifles if you had to have one do it all?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I've said that for the longest time. If I had to have only one rifle that I shot a little bit of everything, it would probably be some kind of version of a 6.5 Magnum.
That is a rock chuck cheaping. So I think we should wrap this video up so that we can go pay that guy some justice.
Let's do it. Thanks for
man.
watching.
This has been awesome.
Cool. Okay, Snash. Let's find him.
That's that distress or the warning call, and he will probably stay where he's at and continue calling. Oh, where is he? I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you want to learn lucrative gunsmithing like what I show here on the channel, including building custom rifles and Cerakote plus a whole bunch more, you're going to want to check out the Colorado School of Trades, schooloftrades.edu. Thanks again for watching.
Oh, and by the way, before I fly back to South Africa, I've got 8 rounds to shoot out of my Sherman, so probably most of those will be on steel. But we're going to be shooting through this optic.
Nice.
Boom, like this. So if you want to see that, swing by. Ticket. I lug this thing around the world. It's going to die now.
Okay, let's do it.